for the source of their creation.
Gabriel has hands made of rice paper, bends joints and cracks knuckles into creation, uses white linen sheets for canvases and moonlight for paint at night. He dreams with eyes wide open, welcomes the darkness like an old friend, packs his flashlight with fallen stars. Only Gabriel knows how bright ignored wishes and broken dreams can truly be. He imagines that he is Noah, leading perfect pairs into his cardboard box of an ark. Rabbits, deer, and butterflies. Gabriel is a shadow puppet Geppetto, believes that God let there be light only to befriend the darkness of the night he sits, casting creatures against the backdrop of a crumbling wall. Since he was 7, he's watched shadows dancing through the crack of his bedroom door. He mimics the art his father creates.
Christopher has hands made of rice paper, bends joints and cracks knuckles into destruction, uses coffee cream skin for canvases and blinded rage for paint at night. He turns horrific dreams into reality, packs her silence like an old friend, packs his larynx with profanity. Only Christopher knows how painful ignored vows and broken bones can truly be. He imagines that he is God, condemning Eve for her defiance, agony, pain, and suffering. Christopher, the shadow puppet Geppetto, believes that God let there be light only to relieve the violence of the night he stands, casting blows against the backdrop of a crippling wife. Since he's been married, he's made blackened shadows dance around her eyes. He mimics the art the devil creates.
Gabriel has hands made of rice paper.
Christopher has hands made of rice paper.
Uses white linen sheets for canvases and moonlight for paint at night. He sits.
He stands.
He folds his rice paper hands into creation.
Into destruction.
Casting creatures.
Casting blows.
Against the backdrop of a crumbling
Let's
wall.
go. Crippling wife.
The paint is chipping.
Her bones are breaking. 11:30 p.m. When Christopher is done with his fun, he turns the lights out. Christopher is the shadow puppet Geppetto. All that's done in the dark soon comes to light. This is the vicious cycle of the night, when men fold rice paper hands into fists, causing shadows to take light.
And this is what little boys with broken dreams grow up to be,
like their fathers,
who beat mothers,
believing that dominance lies in the fallacy that masculinity can only be asserted through violence. When does this bloody cycle break?
Gabriel has hands made of rice paper. At age 11, he watches as shadows dance through the crack of his bedroom door.
Tonight, he imagines that he is Moses, yelling, "Let my mother go."
A man can't be himself in the eyes of the sun, because sons were told they should never walk with a switch encaged in their hips. Switch.
Silence-filled alleyways and secluded communities under blacked-out skies. The sun isn't too accepting of my nature. Living as a homosexual black male is like a sleeping gazelle in a lion's den. But I refuse to run.
Switch. I hide in the daytime. Walk crooked towards masculinity, it's tough. When feminine tendencies won't allow me to make a fist. A devil controlling my forearm to hang low like a lynch dream. Switch.
The world evicts you from normality, turns your natural into a disease, tells you your love is a jihad and will never be tolerated.
How you tame your forest by your passion. How you walk the streets when the arches of homophobic stares pierce through your core. Creating this cocoon, a hideous premature butterfly that will never be able to ascend in heterosexual skies. The testosterone-filled wings that flap uncomfortably do nothing but hold me down, so I will switch.
I have followed biblical paths and roadmap searching.
I still can't find a damn thing wrong with me.
I met a man yesterday. He's got LL's lips and Malcolm's mind. Let my skin envelop his manhood while the hairs on the backs of our necks give us a standing ovation.
Switch tonight. I will live life like the universe was a rainbow playground. Like the colors with drinks at a bar, and I will sip until the sun explodes. Take shots until I stumble like an intoxicated skyline. Tomorrow, I will meet the man of my dreams. Switch. 2 men disappear like sound. October 9th, 1998, Wyoming News. Shepherd's skull is smashed with a handgun. Switch.
February 16, 2005, Daily News. Butcher Bushwick team found in subway.
Switch. October 12th, 1998, Daily News. 5 days after being rescued from being tied to a fence. Switch.
February 17, 2005, New York Times. Hacked up teen on Ocean Ave identified.
Switch. His name is Matthew Shepard.
His name was Rashawn Brazell.
2 men with exploding stars for futures. When I first heard about you,
Rashawn.
Matthew, your death some sanity excuses. A sight exposed
make a wound for earth. The conception of this world was an unplanned pregnancy. Growing here is a smoke-stained mistake. A raindrop clutching to storm clouds on a toxic night when the air comes home with liquor on its breath and carbon monoxide on its fingertips.
We stretch our palms and pretend we can provide for her. But our immaturity doesn't allow for sacrifice. This is a teenage pregnancy compared to time. We aren't even legal in this universe.
Wow. She is upset. We are flinging her soul back at the sky. Geysers in her chest, rising sea level in her eyes. She is melting at the knees, drowning in her own distress. The heat of her rage insulated within her, the catastrophe of a hollowing womb.
She cannot take the heat anymore. Wishing her future is motivation enough to stand, not leaning on the splintering crutch of self-indulgence.
Our customs scar her face. Call them what you will, bedtime stories or memoirs, they are easy to read.
She can feel the smoke running over her eyelashes like a violent breeze. Immature lungs cough and quake along the fault lines of her smile. We cut back on petroleum whiskey, yet she can still feel fire running naked through tunnels of umbilical cords.
Can you blame God for Indian giving his blessings? Our Eden was destroyed a long time ago. It is too late to save this inverse utopia.
We have the hope of a parched mustard seed. She wants out from the womb. She can tell we are ill-equipped to cultivate greatness.
Will only amount to gullible baby in the galaxy, manipulating soil, fresh air to weed smoke, green grass to concrete, forests to power plants. We are miscarrying.
She is abandoning ship, would rather drown on her own than reach the shore of her maker tarnished and disintegrating. The bloody hurricane waltzing down our thighs is her suicide note. We can't hold this against her.
How can we raise and protect the planet when we can't raise our sons from setting on street corners exhaling toxic fumes?
What a beautiful tsunami this fetus is.
And we would hate to see her fall off the edge of our indifference. But if she happens to stumble that way, we will watch in awe. A disturbing fascination with destruction, not knowing that this umbilical cord cannot be cut. And if she goes, our life will drain along with hers, and we will be sewage, floating around the galaxy, looking for another planet to litter.
So, who's gonna save our Earth now? Who's gonna save our Earth now? How will our stories ever be told now? Mother Earth bad 'cause we've been so low.